Yeah, well, I've been coaching since 2005. I took some coaching accreditations. I did a Myers-Briggs personality profiling accreditation, and that's 15 years now working with specifically businesses in the wealth sector, the financial services sector. That's been my specialism for all of that time. Well, I met up with a couple of the key board members quite a few months ago now, in terms of joining the task force and the team and the group of colleagues. Two main reasons. One, it struck me how practically experienced all of the coaches are. It's one thing to have some accreditations and whatnot, but actually to have led businesses, managed teams, started up companies, worked in different countries and territories, and that struck me as being very impressive. And then the other thing was I had a look at the actual materials that they like to use with customers. And in a world of theory and materials that can often be seen as a little bit dusty or in their 15th year or something, I liked how the materials used by Elephant's Child are just very practical. You're sat down for a day or two specifically, and your business is understood. And it's really just a mechanism for helping the business owner or the business's staff know where they could be improving, what they're already doing very well, and where they could be even more productive and successful. I definitely believe, I know it's an accident. It's an accident that's occurred, and it's very sad. But out of this crisis, we take the opportunity, and I've noticed it very hugely. So that the video calling, being able to have quite relatable conversations with clients, customers, people you're trying to work with. And I think what it is even though you could be having a cup of coffee with someone across a table or chair to chair, it is actually that your sort of eyeballs are focused down the laptop screen. And yes, you could be checking a document or rudely scrolling an iPhone. Other phones are available, but I definitely instinctively feel that you're getting more engagement, even if it's for that 20 minutes with someone over a video call. This idea that you can share your screen as well, again, you can pass across a piece of A4 paper, but I just think it's high on productivity. So also to answer your question, I think the ability to have very relatable dialogue with customers is important, but the ability to share what you're working on or have a little look at what they're currently emerging as an idea, it's very powerful. Well, just to be controversial, I don't think there is a particular size or scale. It might feel nice to be working with a big international bank. Of course, you only ever really deal with 1 or 3 or 10 people, regardless of how multiple thousands of staff work for a business. But I'm going to be controversial and say it doesn't really matter. My own personal sort of compass for that is whether you're having a meaningful understanding, dialogue with the key commissioner of the business, the managing director, or a senior staff member, or anybody, the person that you're engaging with. So I think it would be good if you could just phone them on their mobiles and ask them, because they should be the judge of the difference that I hope that I've made. But I have an expertise in sales productivity. Sales and distribution might be the technical term for a business, and that is taking their objectives and their goal setting. They may not call them targets, but they want to produce outcomes as a business, and helping them with their staff achieve those outcomes. So the first thing is that businesses I've worked with have been able to show that their production, their outcomes, their goals and their objectives have been achieved and surpassed, and that's something I am proud of.